Day 2 of protest in Chennai in support of Anna. Among those on fast, one faints and is removed to hospital. Crowds come together for a candlelight vigil.
Bypass surgeries, patients who actually have high blood pressure even, who say that this Lokpal is very, very important, at least for the future.
Political leaders wave the Anna flag, not their parties. They join the civil society in support, urge the government to give the activist a hearing. Not allowed to raise the issue of death sentence on the accused in the Rajiv Gandhi assassination case, a MIFT PMK stages a walkout in the assembly. Have an enviable produce in some innovative agricultural practices, the government says they will award the best farmer in the state. Tamil Nadu, the industrial hub, gets a boost. Get ready to add an additional 8 more units to bring the number of industrial estates to 100 in the state. The Tamil Nadu Cements Corporation Limited will now supply cement at 75 rupees lower than the current rate. More vegetable fair price shops will spring up in Chennai and other main districts to make the price of vegetables more palatable. It's a well-frequented zone for thousands every single day, but the Chennai Central Station lacks a basic pharmacy. And even if college grounds are quite the sport these days, are the youngsters ready to take it up as a serious career option? A report from the ground. Good evening and welcome to your primetime bulletin headlines now on NDTV Hindu. I'm Evelyn Matthew, joining you this evening with the day's big stories, the Anna wave and its repercussions here in Chennai, and all of the big ticket announcements at the assembly as well. All that after the national headlines. Anna Hazare supporters still wait for him to come out of the Tihar jail, but he won't leave until all his demands are met. Talks with the police are still on, says Kiran Bedi, belying hopes that Anna would walk out of jail soon. In the parliament, the Prime Minister says Anna may be inspired by higher ideals, but the path chosen is misconceived. The BJP says the Prime Minister's statement is disappointing. The arrogance of power is characteristic of the government. Impeachment proceedings take place against Justice Soumitra Sen in the Rajya Sabha, the first time that such proceedings have been telecast. The CBI hands over the FIR in the Jagan case to the special court, seeks permission to search his properties. His arrest could be imminent. And several parts of India battle floods, 8 dead in Uttarakhand, Bengal and Uttar Pradesh as they struggle to cope with the fury. Well, the Anna wave has seen as many as hundreds of people gathering across different parts of the country in support of Anna Hazare, the activist who is still in Tihar jail after being arrested last morning. But here in Chennai, thousands took out a candlelight vigil to express their solidarity with Anna Hazare, in fact, in the city. Organized by India Against Corruption, one such demonstration, in fact, saw 36 people on fast fainting and needed even hospitalization. Actors as well have joined in support. In fact, Shiv Kumar and his son Karthik have even expressed their solidarity. Many school students have also turned up for some of these demonstrations. In fact, 30 students were arrested while campaigning in an open van, raising slogans for the Jan Lokpal, but they were released later on. Students from various colleges, in fact, have come out in large groups to fasting venues like this that you're seeing out on your screens now. The energy at these venues, I must say, has been increasing several folds. In fact, even corporate professionals, some of them who've been granted a day's leave from their bosses, have also been coming in to join that protest. Famous actor Sharad Kumar came in fact, to the protest to show his solidarity at one of these spots. Sharad Babu, the CEO of Food King, is in fact on his second day of fast. But there's been many such individuals like editors and journalists of the media also showing up as citizens to show their support. In fact, the web traffic has increased. Around 20,000 viewers have glued into our webcast even. Total attendees so far is much above 5,000, the expected number some time ago earlier this morning. But there have been around 36 indefinite fasters and 100 relay fasters as well. And my colleague Pratiksha, in fact, caught up with a few of them who've been protesting here in the city of Chennai, and here is what some of them had to say today.
We are all waiting for Anna Hazareji's step, whatever he takes. So we all will go along with him. Our main motive is not to get Anna Hazareji released, but our main motive is to get the Jan Lokpal to be passed. So I think we all will go until that is being met, rather than just leaving Anna Hazareji out of jail.
Government's just playing a game, just like arresting yesterday in the morning, releasing in the night, and again they just plan to arrest him in the morning.
State vigilance bodies are under the control of the chief minister or the minister's control. So how can they be impartial in their investigation? So General Lokpal, an independent body, is very necessary.
Government has no other option. I mean, who do they think they are? We are the masters of democracy. The government has a facade. They think they are the masters of democracy. We are here to prove them wrong. See, I mean, how dare they arrest Anna Hazare? I mean, what is this crime? As a politician, they can go erect their own statues and they, block traffic and do all kinds of atrocious things, and police gives bandobast to them. But a 73-year-old man who fights for his country wants to sit and protest, and the government says, no, you can't, and we will arrest you.
Well, in fact, one of our reporters, Pratiksha Ramkumar, joins us from that very spot where that protest is underway even now at this hour. Pratiksha, take us through what really the scene is right now. Have more people gathered? We saw, in fact, images of a candlelight vigil which took place an hour back. But how have things developed from the last time we spoke to you?
Yes, Evelyn, in fact, the candlelight vigil has just got over and people are slowly moving home, but the people who are on fast are going to continue to be on fast, and they're very, very particular that even if Anna Hazare does come out of Bihar jail, they aren't going to stop their fast until the Jan Lokpal bill is passed. And they're also very, very clear that at least the government should at least accept the new draft that has been proposed by Ms. Anna Hazare. So then they even think of stopping their fast, because they feel that this is not a movement completely only in support of Anna Hazare, but this is a movement for a corruption-free India. And in fact, just now we heard a huge cheer go up, because we heard that the government finally bowed to Anna Hazare. They have said that he can protest for an unlimited duration in either Ramlila ground or JP Maidan, and all he has to do is just renew his permit from the NCD on his own. So that was a huge victory, and now they see that the government is bowing to Anna Hazare itself is a huge victory and a huge sign of the power of so many people in this country actually standing up to the government, saying they want this bill to be passed. So definitely the mood is very, very upbeat, and even the people who are fasting have actually become more adamant, saying that they definitely will not stop tonight just because the government has succumbed to Ms. Anna Hazare's demands, but they are going to wait for the draft itself to be Evelyn?
Right. Just give us a sense of who these people are who joined in today in this protest from college students. We in fact saw some of the housewives speaking to you. Apart from the drive of corruption, exactly what are they looking at? Are they victims of some certain instances? Why do they want this to come into effect immediately? Because corruption has been a problem that's not new to India.
Evelyn, these people have literally come from every walk of life. We saw retired people, ex-army men, very, very, very old men, people in their 80s. There were even school children about 3 years old who came holding their parents' hands to be a part of this, because to them, parents said they want their small children to be a part of this historic moment. So really, kids from nearly 3 years old to elders up to 80. I think the oldest person till now who we met was about 82 years old. And there were men who have gone through bypass surgeries, who have high blood pressure, who are willing to go on a fast, indefinite fast, and really people from all walks of life. And these were, most importantly, Evelyn, you wouldn't call these people a rounded up crowd. They are not members of the India Against Corruption or any of an NGO. They're just people who heard about the protest, who heard about this movement, and they wanted to come and show their solidarity for a few hours. And in fact, just voluntarily, a teacher really came with some of her kids, some school children really from classes 3 to 7, who put up a small skit about 10 minutes back, who, was speaking about corruption. So it is people from all walks of life who just came to show their solidarity, Evelyn.
Right, thanks very much indeed, Pratiksha, for joining us with a quick update from there, from LB Road, where that protest is currently underway and that candle vigil has just come to an end, but giving us a sense of the kind of people who've emerged today in support. Now, political voices have come out in support as well, like she's been saying, the AISMK, Sarath Kumar being one, saying that he is with the civil society on this particular issue.
Anna Hazare's Lokpal bill, see, there is a judiciary, there is a parliament. Whether they can be above that, I wouldn't know. But still, the Lokpal bill should be admitted in the parliament. and there should be a discussion in Parliament regarding the bill, and there should be a unanimous decision on the bill, and then it can be enacted as a law. So I think Anna Hazare's viewpoint, a person who suddenly who has come to at least enlighten the people about corruption. Corruption has been existing for the past so many years. It is not a subject that is new to the country and new to the world too. So I would say that we should go with the cause. There is somebody who has come up with a cause, who is trying to lead the people, trying to awaken the people about corruption. I think we should go with Anna Hazare. At the same time, I think the government also should take cognizance of what Mr. Anna Hazare is trying to say. And I think I am for the civil society.
அடக்குமுறையை ஏவி பெற்றுக் கொண்டிருக்கிறது. ஊழல் என்று பேசினாலே அவர்களை பற்றி பேசுகிறார்கள் என்று நினைக்கிறார்கள். ஒரு சுதந்திர நாட்டில், அதுவும் நாம் 15ஆம் தேதி சுதந்திரத்தை கொண்டாடிய ஒரு நாட்டில் அடுத்த நாள் சுதந்திரமாக ஒரு போராட்டம் கூட நடத்த முடியவில்லை என்றால் இது அவசர நிலை பிரகடனம் மட்டுமல்ல, அந்நிய ஆட்சியையே நினைவுபடுத்துகிறது. நாங்கள் இப்பொழுது எதிர்ப்பது ஏன் கவர்மெண்ட் இப்படி ஒரு சகிப்புத்தன்மை இல்லாமல் இருக்கிறார்கள் என்பதைத்தான் நாங்கள் சொல்கிறோம். ஆக யாருக்கு வேண்டுமானாலும் இந்த நாட்டில் எந்த பிரஜைக்கு வேண்டுமானாலும் உரிமை இருக்கிறது.
The local politics, members of the PMK today walked out of the assembly when they were denied a chance to raise the issue of commuting the death sentence for 3 of Rajiv Gandhi's assassins. In fact, they were refused that permission by the speaker. Meanwhile, the DMDK's chief and leader of the opposition, Vijay Kant, has also joined with this demand, asking the centre to reconsider the rejection of the mercy plea by the president.
ஏற்படுத்தி இருக்கக்கூடிய நிகழ்வான இந்திய குடியரசுத் தலைவர்கள் அவர்களால் கருணை மனு நிராகரிக்கப்பட்ட நிலையில் பேரறிவாளன், சாந்தன், முருகன் ஆகியோரது தூக்கு தண்டனை எந்த நேரத்திலும் நிறைவேற்றப்படலாம். இன்றைக்கு காலையில் அந்த சிறைத்துறை ஆய்வாளர் கூட ஆளுநர் அவர்களின் ஒப்புதலுக்காக காத்து கொண்டிருக்கிறோம், ஒப்புதல் வந்தவுடன் தூக்கிலிடுவோம் என்று கூறியிருக்கிறார்கள். இதை தடுத்து நிறுத்துவதற்கு தமிழக அரசு முன்வர வேண்டும்.
Moving on, now OTT will be a new product giving other tea brands some competition when it comes to advertising. The brand of tea is in fact already being sold through fair price shops run by state cooperative departments as well as the Tamil Nadu Civil Supplies Corporation. But a bigger announcement coming out of the assembly today was that 8 new industrial estates will be established for the state. In fact, for this, around 446.04 acres of land have already been acquired in areas of Villupuram, Tirupur, Vellore, Theni, Thoothukudi, Pudukottai, Tanjavur and even the Virudhunagar district for this very purpose. In addition to that, cement will be supplied at a lesser price. The Tamil Nadu Cements Corporation Limited is taking initiatives to supply cement at the rate of 235 rupees per bag to the contractors of the Public Works Department, the Highways, Housing, Slum Clearance Board as well as the TWAD. Measures are also being taken to make it available to the poor and the middle class at a reasonable price through the Tamil Nadu Civil Supplies Corporation. Now, for this, possibilities of importing cement up to 5 lakh tons from other countries is also being considered. There will be more vegetable fair price shops in Chennai, Trichy, Madurai and Coimbatore regions. Now this was another of the big announcements and is expected to cost the state's exchequer around 17 crore rupees. The centre aims at selling vegetables for fair prices for the urban population through this. The Chief Minister, Ms. Jayalalitha, today announced that there is going to be an enhanced compensation for victims of human-animal conflicts. Families of those killed or even permanently wounded now will get 3 lakh rupees as against the present 1.5 lakh rupees. Those who've lost their crops will get around 25,000 rupees. That's against the 15,000 rupees that's been provided now. But those who've been rendered homeless will in fact get a renewed 35,000 rupees as compensation. Amma has also announced steps to increase the forest area to avoid a human-animal conflict.
மனிதர்களுக்கு உயிரிழப்போ அல்லது நிரந்தர ஊனமோ ஏற்படும் போது வழங்கப்படும் இழப்பீட்டுத் தொகை 1.5 லட்சம் ரூபாயிலிருந்து 3 லட்சம் ரூபாயாக உயர்த்தி வழங்கப்படும். மேலும் பயிர் சேதம், உடைமைகள் சேதம், கால்நடைகள் இழப்பு ஆகியவற்றிற்கான இழப்பீட்டுத் தொகையை உயர்த்தி வழங்கவும் எனது தலைமையிலான அரசு முடிவு செய்துள்ளது. இதன் அடிப்படையில் வனவிலங்குகளால் ஏற்படும் பயிர் சேதத்திற்கான இழப்பீட்டுத் தொகை இதுவரை ஏக்கருக்கு 15,000 ரூபாய் என்ற அளவிலிருந்து ஏக்கருக்கு 25,000 ரூபாய் என்ற அளவில் உயர்த்தி வழங்கப்படுவதுடன் சேதம் அடைந்த தென்னை மரங்களுக்கும் மரத்திற்கு 500 ரூபாய் என்ற அளவில் இழப்பீடு வழங்கப்படும். வனவிலங்குகளால் ஓட்டு வீடுகள், RCC வீடுகள், கூரை வீடுகள் எந்த அளவுக்கு சேதமடைந்தாலும் இதுவரை 5,000 ரூபாய் மட்டும் இழப்பீடாக வழங்கப்பட்டு வந்தது. இந்த தொகை இனி முழுவதும் சேதமடைந்த ஓட்டு வீடு, RCC வீடுகளுக்கு 35,000 ரூபாயாகவும் கூரை வீடுகளுக்கு 10,000 ரூபாயாகவும் இனி உயர்த்தி வழங்கப்படும்.
There's plenty more news updates from the state and the city that's waiting for you up on the other side of the break. Do stay with us.